Alright, hey everybody. Welcome to part 20 of Let's Play Breath of Fire 2. When we last left off, we got the famous flute from High Fort. Thanks in part, well, a big part, to Sten and his heroics. We were able to save that kingdom and get out of there alive. And now we can finally understand what all the Tunlins are saying. But before we go to Tunlin, I think it's time to see how Bao's doing with our sculptor buddy Salvador. Oh, and it looks like he's done. So we're going to give him a new model to work with. We won't be needing spar for a while, so we'll go ahead and let him get a statue made while we continue our heroics. I'm actually going to take Cat for now and keep Bao out of the party still. Bao is going to be the end game, I promise, but for the coming up section we may need Cat. And by may, I mean we will, and I'm just saving time this way. Faithful dog, Hachi. I'll have to look up Hachi later. Alrighty though, now that we've got some people switched out and we're working on another statue, the statues are important. Now we're going to go to Tunlin and see what all the hubbub's about. The magic flutes. Oh, I can understand you. Their queen's a terrible person. Oh, you're fired. And this lady is the strangest. You can't talk to us with that. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, because we definitely are, and it's the only item that does allow us to talk to him. So, I don't know. Anyway, so people are bad-mouthing the queen. It's usually no good. Thankfully, this queen seems either merciful or maybe indisposed at the moment, so she's not going around executing all these people. So we can check out the queen's throne room, but she's not here. She's sick. Oh, so she is sick in bed. So let's just barge right into the queen's room and see what's going on. Whoa! I get it. I get why she's bedridden. So the queen has developed quite an appetite, apparently, and morbidly obese because of it. And these two women tell us that a man named Jed, who was banished to a small island, might be able to help. I can only think of two small islands, and one of them was Giant Island, which only had Bo and Karn there. The other island was Mushroom Island, where a man wouldn't let us see his quote-unquote master. We're gonna check that out, see if that's the secret. Here's a hint, it is. Need another ride, Grandpa? What do you do all day when we're not riding you around? You have whale business meetings? Oh well. Thanks for the ride, buddy. So I told you a couple videos ago that we will be coming back to Mushroom Island. And lo and behold, that time is now. So we pass through, push this guy. Oh, never mind. We don't have to push him out of the way. He's already moved. Sounds like this is who we need. Oh, and his name's Jed. I think we found him. He's not going to talk to us unless we have a pretty girl talk to him. Alrighty, Cat. You do your thing. The magic diet. That sounds too good to be true. It's actually not the princess, though. It is the Queen of Tunlin. Just another typo in this game. Oh man, another. There you go. There you go. Smack some sense into a cat. I don't think he's had enough. Keep going. Alrighty. Once again, violence. What's the answer? Good job, cat. Please watch after my 2 pots, 2 bowls, and a stove. It's important. That guy is loyal. I'll give him that. So now we have Jed, the Master Magician, with us. Though he's not really a party member. Or a special item. He's with us in spirit, though. As most RPGs tend to do with the non-player characters. We'll take him back to Tunlin. And if I was smarter here, I would have realized it was nighttime before going to the town. Just have Ryu use Time Warp. But we could probably use the extra AP and any HP. I don't think we've rested since High Fort. Go ahead and sleep at the motel, or the inn. Because yeah, when it's nighttime in Tunlin, much like High Fort, they won't let you in the castle at night. It's just inconvenience more than any story reason. Alrighty, we're zipping through. Back up the stairs. This is not the last time we'll be climbing these stairs. Granny's pacing back and forth. I don't remember telling him her name, but I guess that she knows. Ouch. Sorry to see you're alive. Alright, but Jed's on business. I like that. They may have had their differences, but they're going to put them aside to help the queen. I do like the Jed and Granny kind of bickering, but they're both good people. Something evil. Boom, that was fast. Job well done. Oh, darn. Oh no! It's true. Joker, Kuwabara. Can't think of the other characters. August. Everybody is turning into demons. We can't let that happen to the queen. The entire kingdom will be overthrown. He calls it Maori Island. I don't know what that means exactly. But he's essentially sending us back to Mushroom Island. Time for this assistant to shine. So once again, we're going down the stairs now. Like I said, it's not the last time either. Ignoring everybody. Now that we know what they're saying, we realize they have nothing important to say. Call up Grandpa again. Yeah, Grandpa, take us back to that island. You know the way, you can do it in your sleep now. new random battle with some new enemies. We'll be seeing these guys for quite a while throughout the entire Mushroom Island while we're climbing the mountain. Needids, they have one ability, and one ability only. Well, besides for a regular attack, and that is Sweet Breath. And since half of our party has the Dream Earrings on, and the other half's just lucky in this case, there's nothing to worry about. They are... Sweet Breath is a problem of the past now. Don't have to worry about the whole party falling asleep ever again. Hey, hey, what are you doing? Hopping up and down. Hope we didn't interrupt anything. Oh, okay. Just, I don't know, I guess jumping jacks or something. Pay close attention to that mushroom he shows you, because there are multiple mushrooms at the top, and if you pick the wrong one, you will have to climb the mountain all over again. It is quite frustrating when that happens. But I'll be here. You can watch this video if you ever get lost or forget which mushroom you're looking for. This is why we kept Sten in the party as well. We have to climb the mountain, and we need his long arms to do it. And speaking of arms, look at those crazy things. The Bam Hand, I guess how you say that, probably be your worst enemy through climbing this mountain. That being said, they're not too bad, but they do have the most abilities. They are able to poison attack, but they are also able to zombify your party. They also cast Cure 2, which can prolong the battle and cause the zombie status to take effect. Basically, they're either no trouble at all, or they will zombify someone and instant kill them if the battle doesn't end. And we have the Gengas. We fought them earlier before to show off power leveling, but now we're actually going to fight them instead of just using a dragon spell on them. These guys are pushovers 99% of the time. If you are extremely unlucky, or if you just defend for about 20 turns like I did, just a proof of concept, I guess, they are able to cast 8.0, but more often than not, by a long shot, they will just defend over and over. Just about as rare as using their magic, they will use a regular attack, but otherwise they just constantly defend. Not sure what the programmers were thinking on that one. We are going to go for all the treasure chests in this dungeon. They are pretty much worthless. They're decent equipment, but you'll see. And here we have Atlas, quite like the monopeds from Nimifu's tower. They will either get a critical hit slammed, or they will miss entirely. The one thing they have instead of, or not instead, but in addition to, is that defense up X. So you defense up on the whole team. It can be kind of bad if you didn't get a few attacks in first, but if they already weakened, the defense up will only buy them maybe one extra attack. So you can still finish them in 2 turns. So the Thorn Whip is actually a decent improvement for a Spar, but it's just because his equipment's terrible already, so it's not necessarily a good thing. However, Curao, I'm not a fan of expendable items in treasure chests. I like equipment more than anything. Nice little waterfall effect being behind it. And this is why I said most of the equipment is useless. Flame Sword. I think you've seen that before. About 10 videos ago, probably. All the equipment you'll find here, besides for that Thorn Whip and items, is fire equipment, which is all sold by one of our townspeople. I can't remember his name. Here we have a brand new enemy. And the last enemy of this mountain, the Venus Fly. It's similar to the other plants we've seen, except instead of sweet breath, they use fire breath. And other than that, they also have the ability to build up. However, since you're going to be killing them in a turn or two anyway, you usually won't have to worry about it. Basically, at most they'll use a fire breath on you and weaken you a little bit. So after a few random battles with them, you might have to heal. But there's no danger. And that'll do it for all the different monsters here. You can just keep expecting a mix and match between all those monsters. That means it saves us a lot of time with these random battles. I can skip them all. I love editing stuff. So if you go to this cliffside and you press down towards the waterfall, you will actually drop on down. A nice little secret there. We get the Hush Ring, which is a pretty good improvement to whatever Nina has equipped right now. Or what Blau has equipped too. Blau uses rings as well. We haven't used her yet, so you don't know that. Also, if you use the Hush Ring as an item in battle, it will cast the spell Hush. And you can use it as many times as you want. Hush is kind of a terrible spell to use, but still, it's a nice option. Oh, so many random battles. Magma Armor is one I wasn't sure of, but even Sten can equip it, and it actually is a small improvement in defense. However, it would take off his quick clothes, so his agility would go down, and I'm not a fan of that. I like him acting first, too. Him and Cat getting the first attack in the battle. Alrighty, we have reached the top. There's so many mushrooms to choose. That one looks similar to what we need, but it's not. So ignore these and go around. Yeah, what is extra bad about this, if you do, for whatever reason, maybe you got the wrong one in your head, or you just accidentally hit the A button. If you even inspect one of these mushrooms and it's the wrong mushroom, they automatically run back down the mountain and give it to the apprentice waiting at the bottom. See, immediately takes the assistant. And then if you're wrong, he just looks at you in silence for a second and says, "Oops, you messed up." And then you gotta go all the way back up again. Not that it's challenging, it's just really time-consuming. Jeez. No pressure, we just got the fate of two homeless men on our shoulders now, too. Alright, we got the mirror. For some reason, the mirror goes in your normal inventory instead of as a special item. Just some trivia for you, I suppose. Alrighty, right here is a quick edit. You may have noticed that it's all of a sudden nighttime here. I just wanted to cut back because I realized I forgot to show the northern path. So we'll just have Sten help us cross. It ultimately leads to a dead end with a treasure chest. Well, there's a treasure chest, and there's the dead end. What is it? It's a moon drop. I also wanted to show this too because it's the first time we've gotten it. Moondrop is essentially Mega Elixir if you're a Final Fantasy fan. It'll fully recover everyone's health and status. They'll be tip-top shape. It won't bring them back from the dead, though, unfortunately. Anyway, so that was a nice little aside. Now it's daytime again. We're warping back to Tunnelin with the mirror in hand and the magic mushroom. Get out of my way. I'm on important royal business. Again. Man, just have the queen walk up and down her own stairs a few times. I think she'd be okay. You don't need magic, just get some exercise. Alrighty, Jed, here you go. Okay, what? What? You're gonna shrink us down and we go in her body and we're going to fight the fat cells in her body and that's how she's gonna lose weight? She's not gonna exercise or anything like that? I am not ready for this, no. No, this is ridiculous. We're gonna save this for part 21. So yes, in part 21 we will be going inside the queen's body and we will be fighting fat cells. It is, the side quests keep going. How about that? Well, thank you so much for watching and I will see you for part 21. Have a good one. Later.